Clinton cards. They have the card for everything, don't they? The card that says, oh, sorry, I forgot to feed you stick insect, and the one that says, sorry, I used a metal implement on your non-stick pan. Sorry, I put that smiley emoji on your Facebook post about your friend's funeral. And of course, sorry, I voted for Brexit. I thought it would be a laugh. But this week, they've launched a brand new range you'll be wanting to get your hands on. This is the sorry for the destruction of your village in the Yemen. Whoops. This one's been designed, of course, with Liz Truss, the Trade Secretary, in mind. So she's apologised this week for breaking a Court of Appeal ruling about granting licences for military equipment to be sold to Saudi Arabia. Now, the conflict between Saudi Arabia and some of its allies and the Yemen began in March 2015. And since then, the United Nations says that more than 5,000 civilians have been killed as casualties in the conflict, and another 50,000 have died as a result of the famine that has been caused by the war. And over that period of time, the UK has sold something like £5.3 billion worth of arms to Saudi Arabia, on the understanding that they definitely won't use these arms for the conflict in the Yemen. Which, like, why on earth are we believing that? For starters, that's like when you buy those cotton buddy things that you use to poke in your ears, and it says on the box, don't poke them in your ears, and you're like, no, definitely, they're for makeup or a baby I haven't got. Then you get home and you poke them in your ears, don't you? Or people going to Boots, I'd like some of that over-the-counter Viagra, please. Are you sure it's because you've got erectile dysfunction? You're not going to put it in your grandma's cornflakes for a laugh? No, definitely, knob's gone limp, give me the Viagra. It's wholly unconvincing, and this is how unconvincing it is. In June, the Court of Appeal ruled that it was unlawful for the government to grant licences for the sale of weapons exports without assessing whether there was a historic pattern of breaches of international humanitarian law. And, you know, if you do want to assess whether there's a historic pattern of breaches of international law, frankly, my cat could do that. Yes, there is. Amnesty International's report on the subject is pages and pages and pages long. It's got all sorts of horrific stuff in it. It is quite clear that there have been loads and loads and loads of breaches of international humanitarian law, and that's why we should no longer be sending military equipment and arms to Saudi Arabia. We shouldn't be licensing that. But what has Liz Truss done, having been caught out, continuing to do the thing that the Court of Appeal has specifically said is unlawful? She's apologised. How is an apology adequate? Like, if she is genuinely sorry about that situation, she needs to resign from her position and hand herself over to an international court for aiding and abetting in direct breaches of international humanitarian law, leading to the deaths of thousands of innocent civilians. Instead of which, whoops, sorry, silly me, butterfingers with the arms licences. Oh, don't worry, there's an adorable poem in here. It says, violets are blue, roses are red, we accidentally sold arms to the Saudis, now you're all dead. That is orcs.